All right, we're talking some Mississippi State football, and I'm looking at the schedule right here, and it's a game that we talked about during the offseason being key to its bowl prospects, but it didn't go the right way when they went to Provo, and Mississippi State falls to BYU. They got the loss to South Alabama, and those are the games that they needed to become bowl eligible. So it just doesn't look like it's going to happen for the Bulldogs right now at 2-4. Kentucky has a little life, Dave, at this point. This is a game that's coming up. Let's see. It's on Saturday night, and Kentucky's at 3-3 and some wins in the conference. So maybe Mark Stoops has a little life left in Lexington.
I think so. And I think with Austin Peay, Missouri, and Mississippi State coming up, that gets them their 6 wins, but they got to beat Mississippi State. So, it starts this week. So with a week off, can they and beat Vanderbilt where they kind of look better? So is that a turn the corner and then have a bye week? Some teams want to play after that, keep the momentum going. So does the bye week slow them down any? They still have yet to score more than 20 points in 4 games, and they keep making mistakes and like that. And when they've played any team with an offense, they've really, really struggled defending that team. Mississippi State, you mentioned, how did they respond coming after that? I think a double overtime loss at BYU. They can't just seem to turn their yards into points right now. And so maybe that plays into Kentucky's hands with the way they've struggled on defense so far. Mississippi State's had a slew of road games with this. So after this, I think they go back home. So one more road game, but I really think it might be a good look for Kentucky. It might be the first SEC East over West win this year.
Yeah, Dave, I think Kentucky fans, I think they're trying to mute their expectations after the last 2 seasons. I think they started 5-0 2 years ago. I think they started 5-1 last year, and then, of course, collapsed and could not reach that 6-win plateau either season. So they see themselves at 3-3 overall. And they see a Mississippi State game. They think the Georgia game's winnable because Vanderbilt beat Georgia. And then I think they've got Austin Peay on the schedule as well. So I think Kentucky's looking at 6 wins, but I think they have that memory of the last 2 seasons in the back of their head. I will say this: their schedule up front has been very easy. The quality teams that they have played, Alabama and Florida, they've lost to, and they've still got Georgia, Missouri, Tennessee, and Louisville down the stretch. You got to think that Louisville, Tennessee, and Georgia are probably more than likely losses. So I think Kentucky's 3-3 should be tempered with a pretty easy schedule. Mississippi State's played some quality competition. BYU's quality. Mississippi State led in that game. Of course, they took them to double overtime. They've played LSU, so they've lost to a good LSU team. I have a feeling. I think Nick Fitzgerald there at Mississippi State, I think he's getting better. I think the more reps he gets, the better he's getting. So I think Mississippi State pulls this out. I actually think the SEC West is going to go undefeated against the East this year.
I was just going to say, if Mississippi State can't get past Kentucky, they may kick them out of the SEC West. Just be completely embarrassed of Dan Mullen's crew. If you can't beat Kentucky, we can't have you here. You got to beat like Tennessee to even compete in the SEC West.
The East would take Mississippi State. It just depends on who we have to trade to send over there.
That's true.
That's right. Maybe they should. We could come up with some kind of game in the offseason of trading East and West teams to try to balance this thing out and create some interesting matchups. So you're right, Mike. Kentucky has basically no margin for error unless they pull off an upset against Georgia. That's conceivable. It's not likely, of course, but it's conceivable, especially since Vandy was able to pull it off in Athens.